Well, I call it the Horniman Hilton. I do,
Okay,
yeah.
very good then.
Yeah. Okay, come on then. Yeah, come on. Okay. I'm going to show you the bug hotel that we made this time last year here at the Hornimans. We've had a great deal of interest from people about its construction. How was it made? What is it for? Could I make one? Where can I place it in the garden? What lives in it? All these things. And why we think it's important to have this within your garden, within an open space for the children at school, all sorts of places. It's a very small space you require in the sense that it's 1 square metre. The materials you need. Okay, the materials you need is wooden pallets, and you can obtain these pallets almost anywhere. The main thing is that you must ask permission. In this particular one, we've actually used 7 pallets. We placed the first one level to the ground, and then each one on top then is nailed one into the other. We take garden soil or compost if you want to buy compost, and then what we do is we break into our compost heap if you have one, and we'll place it all together. We'll mix it all together, adding all the worms and the bugs and various things, already introducing it as you assemble, but you have to take your time with it. So the process is that you start filling it, and as you can see, it all has to be tucked in by hand. What you need to do then is to start inserting the various seed heads, the bricks, the bottles into the side as you build the actual hotel up. To have the raised sides, the sloping in roof as I call it, is that what you do is you cut it in half, you place 2 bits of wood underneath there, and you make it sloping in wood. The top of pallets is angled to keep this bug hotel moist. If we were to have it flat, what happens is the rain will hit and it will just go over the sides. But by having it sloped inwards, what we do is we actually capture the water, and then it will percolate down into the actual bug hotel itself. Now, the reason why we want to keep it damp is because it stays cool, it stays damp for all the various insects, worms, and all the other bugs to live in. If you were under a canopy of a tree, which I wouldn't recommend, you would really get no rain on it at all. But if it is slightly exposed, as this one is, it's self-watering. The only time that I would water it is really if we ever go through a dry spell, a very hot summer. But basically it should work on its own. And the design of the roof helps that to do that. One thing you don't want to do once this is settled is really start pushing and pulling at this. It really is a peekaboo, touch and feel, and stand back and see what comes out. You need to preserve it. It is a habitat for the insects. And so going in there with almost boots on isn't really the best way of keeping this habitat alive.
So just be really gentle.
So it's a gentle approach to this. It really is a gentle approach.
Because we do get sort of 600,000 visitors through the gardens a year, and it's quite a small space, and obviously it's a space to attract wildlife, so we've got to think about this as a habitat. Groups, if they want to book, can come and use it, and they just need to contact me and the learning team, and I can come and open it up for them, and they can either have a session with me or they can use it themselves. We do run school sessions in here. We've got one specifically about mini bees which uses this garden, and also on weekends and in the summer holidays, through our volunteer programme, we're opening up the garden as a drop-in so people can come on nice days and just have a wander around.
But the thing about it is what you're creating here is a habitat. And that's the most important thing, is it's a habitat for various insects, bugs, butterflies, whatever. And that's really what it's about. It's a serious statement in saying you can live here.